Hi everyone. Well, I sat down after my most recent video to clean up my desk, and I realized I have all of these little scraps and pieces left over from the last couple of morsel mashup challenges that I did. This one was from the one I did yesterday that with the little bird in the tree. And this is the one from the brick wall that I made that had a pretty blue flower on it. And I realized all these scraps are just sitting here. Actually, this was from an earlier project. But anyway, all of these scraps are sitting here, and I've either got to clean them up and put them away in a scrap box, or I can use them up. So I decided today that I'm going to use them and just have a let's see, we'll call it a morsel crumb cleanup. Because these really are basically crumbs. They're leftovers from the morsels. So let's call them a morsel crumb cleanup. Anyway, I'm going to take a playing card. This is one of those jumbo playing cards. And you can do this to anything, a box, a canvas, an art journal page, whatever. I've got plenty here. I might end up doing 2 cards, who knows. But I'm just going to use some collage page, and I'm just going to start adhering these scraps. And it turned out that these actually kind of blend together and kind of match. So that was a surprise I wasn't even planning on. Okay, so I'm going to take my my book that I'm altering some pages in. I'm using up leftover paints and stamps and stuff like that. And so I'm going to, while I've got some glue and stuff is still out here, I think I'm going to use some of this stuff and just attach it on a page in the book and just use it up. I've got a little scrap of that gift wrap that I use a lot, so I'm going to use that piece of that. Straighten it up a little bit. Let's see. Maybe over here. Maybe I'll just put some random pieces here and there. Let's do, let's put one right here. Maybe I'll put it this way, down here. And this is a little scrap from another piece of gift wrap. I really like this too. Maybe I'll put that on top of this leaf here. That'd be kind of cute. Ooh, I like that. Okay, put that there. So you can see how much fun you can have just playing with scraps, you guys. Just stick them down someplace, you know? Stick them down. My pile has gotten a lot smaller, so that's good. All right, and I think while I'm gluing, I'm going to just glue this little leafy bit onto this other page over here. Go. I think I'll just put it right here. There we go. Just be there as part of the background. All right, and I got another little one from this sheet of book paper. I'm going to just trim it out real quick. We'll put it on the other page. Okay. Put it over here, kind of like that. Cool. Look how that page is coming along. I love that. I just love it. So I'm just trimming the scraps with the excess that's hanging over the sides of the card. And then I'm going to put a little focal point on. I have a stamp that I just stamped onto some tissue paper, and I cut it out using the water brush. Actually tore it out using the the water brush to make it tear to make it tear more easily. But look how cute. That is the cutest little card, just using collaging on scraps and leftovers. That is really, really, really cute. Okay, so first I think I'm gonna take a little micron pen just to you know, doodle and draw around some of the elements here, just to make it more fun. All of this could be in the background still, I don't know, but I thought it'd be fun to just kind of doodle it a little bit and just make it fun. What's cool about this stuff is that it doesn't have to be exact and perfect, and I just really like that about mixed media art. The sketchier and scribblier it is, the more fun it is to me. So I hope that you guys agree and can, you know, relax and enjoy your art too, knowing that it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, you can see that this is not perfect at all, but it's just the fun in it, you know, the joy of doing it. Okay. And then I think I'll take a thicker marker. Let's see, maybe a Sharpie. And well, no, Sharpies don't like Mod Podge too much, or Collage Podge, I should say. Let's try a Posca pen, if I can find my Posca pen. So, just gonna kind of draw around the boxes here with the darker marker. See, that's looking so fun. Okay. All right. I like that. That's really sweet. And let's see. Maybe we'll just make a simple little line border around everything. So here's my little butterfly. I stamped it on the tissue paper, and I'm gonna just attach it right in the middle here, and maybe I'll add a word up here or possibly down here. I think that's gonna be so cute. All right, let me just put some of this out here. And let's see, right about here I think is where this was going. Oops. Gotta be careful. Here we go. We got a thunderstorm about to come up here. Here's some thunder in the background there. That's what it is. Okay. All right. Let me dry that. Okay, I found a phrase out of the Small Talk book by Tim Holtz, and it says, "Remember to play," and I think that is just perfect for this, since we're just playing and we're using up our scraps, and it's just the way to go. just trimming off some of the excess. You know, one of these days I'm going to learn how to cut straight. I have the hardest time with that. There we go. This one's crooked though. They're all crooked. That's how I roll, crooked. Okay, I think that's pretty good. All right, I'm just going to add a tiny bit of the Collage Page to attach these, just to give them some extra adhesion. This is Remember. I'm going to put at the top, and I think I'll put the To Play at the bottom. I'm taking a ruler and a chisel tip black marker, so I can make a kind of a thick line, and that's how I wanted to show you how I had made those little black and white stripes. Just a real simple, easy way to do this. I decided I wanted to add a little bit more to my to my card. Wipe this marker ink off my ruler. All right, so all I did was take and, you know, make a black line. Then I took a Posca pen, I'll lay this here so I can get the marks in about the same place, and just made a line across just like this, and it makes just a little black and white striped line. Okay. All right, I'm going to let that dry for a second. I might hit it with this actually. So what I thought, after I added the words to the little card here, and it has the black word with the white, very bright white letters on it, I decided that the page could use a little bit of white, and then I thought, well, why not black and white? So I thought it would be fun to take and just glue some little black and white strips. I'll have to trim that up just a little bit, just right along the top of the orange blocks. I think that looks really cool. Just effective, and I don't know why, but it just stands out and looks fun, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to put this line back in here just a little bit. There we go. All right. So let me trim this down a little bit. Not going to take a whole lot, but I just thought that would be a fun way to pop in some black and white, and just make a fun accent on the card. You know, sometimes you can look at things, you know, and you think, well, I think I'm pretty much done, you know, with that, and then you realize, no, you really need something else. And you don't always know what that is until you're done with it and you look at it. Sometimes you might not know it for days, you know, and come back and look at it and go, oh, I need to add, you know, so-and-so, and you can clearly see things, you know. So give yourself time. Don't feel like everything has to be finished right away. And let's see, what will I do with this one? Maybe just a little bit right here, or maybe I'll go this way with that. Yeah, that looks cute. Go with a different direction. Okay, I like that. Isn't that just the neatest thing? And mostly made from scraps, okay? Leftovers. And just a few added details, you know, little things like the words or like the stamped image. And, you know, some Posca pens or markers. And look what you can create, you know, with just your little morsel crumbs, guys. So rather than clean them up and put them away to use later, you know, why not pick them up and stick them in a book, you know, or stick them on a card and actually have a created piece of something when you're done, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna work on this page just a little bit. I've got Inktense pencils here. Derwent Inktense pencils, and these are permanent when they're dry, so that's why I'm using these. And I thought I would just kind of very lightly go around some of this white space on this particular piece of collage, so that I can take my water brush and just kind of put a little bit of blue back there so it's not quite so stark. Another little butterfly I'm tearing out of some tissue paper. I thought maybe I would add a small butterfly. It's a little empty area up here that I thought maybe a little butterfly would look cute there. to shut off my camera, but I did a few finishing pieces on the page here. I wrote out the word journey on a scrap that was left over from the other bird in the tree page that I did the other day. Just wrote out the word journey, added these words from the Tim Holtz Chit Chat book, and I just did a few more doodly marks and things, but I wanted to share it with you because I really love how it turned out, and for it to have just been so random, it was just so much fun. I just love watching how things turn out, things that you don't plan ahead and you just sit down to play, and that's how they go. So I just love seeing how they can turn out. And I wanted to show you, I put a little mark in here with a piece of this shelf liner, and it made the coolest little print there, and it's got these real tiny little dendritic marks in it too. I love that. But it is so tiny, it's hard to see, so I'm glad I can show you a really good close-up. But I thought that was pretty cool. And I love the way the little card also turned out, and I think I added a few more I think I added some white on the border for that one. But I just love how these things turn out even when you don't plan, you just do, and they're just fun. And I really enjoyed doing this, and I'm going to be doing some more of these where I use up some Morsel Crumbs and have a cleanup with them, and we'll just see what transpires. I think that'll be a great way to add to the pages in this book, you know, just by adding little bits and pieces of leftovers, and also, you know, making little cards. You can make cards like this to swap with friends and all too. So, or make a birthday card, you know, or something like that with your scraps. It's amazing the things you can do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and stay tuned for some future videos like this as well, and we'll see what we can create together. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.